We got the Batman cart back because it wasn't pulling. Basically, when we dropped it off, it's hard to get everything perfectly right when you drop a customer's cart off that you had 100% disassembled. So we got it back first day because it wouldn't shift in the gear, forward or reverse. Well, we found out that I forgot to torque down the rear CVT nut, this one right here. So it came loose, and this is a CVT and a clutch system. So you can see this is free spinning, the engine's in neutral. But when this clutch made onto this pulley expands, it grabs this bell, which is connected to the drivetrain. And again, it's in neutral, so it's not gonna do anything. He got it back, rode it for a while. Then we had to end up adding these braces to the panhard bar because this was so thin of steel, this original cart, this tubing, that we had this welded to, it ripped the tubing. So I capped it with 1/8 inch thick walled 1.5 inch tubing, you can see, welded it, put this brace back here. So now there's no way, unless this whole side rips off, that it could fail. It was just my welds didn't break, the actual steel ripped. So I went ahead and added one on that side as well. Then he said it wasn't pulling again. I'm like, this cart is gonna be the death of me. Well, we found out why. The CVT belt is shattered. Now, it could be a couple of things. This cart originally came with 16-inch tires or 18-inch tires, and we went up to 22s. As you can see, the Big Daddies, it's not geared for 22s. A lot of these carts aren't. Even the carts that come with 22-inch tires, you need to re-gear them to a 39 tooth. That's why when you go to your boys that go Power Sports, they have a 39 tooth sprocket for these carts. You may have to do a little clearancing to make it fit, but this will give you a lot more lower end and let your CVT have a lot less stress on it. And I think another thing that the kids are doing, they're stopping on a hill. You gotta think these are like 9-year-olds riding this. I think they're stopping on hills and taking off and letting it burn and burn and burn the belt. And they need to just like it. My theory on CVTs is just go. Don't try to smoothly take off, just go. You know, don't everywhere you go, but don't be baby it around because it's hard on belts. So this should fix our problem of this. And that muffler, RLV muffler from Go Power Sports, was crazy loud. Which is weird. On a 212, not loud at all. On this thing, ear piercing loud. So
it hurts.
Yeah. We're swapping out to a stock exhaust. You will need 6 links longer of a chain, I think it is. So we got a roll of chain from Go Power Sports. We'll be slapping on this sprocket and putting this belt on and doing some test riding to make sure it's all fixed. So this was pretty quick. And
also, it's Mrs. Redbeard's paint studio because it's raining outside.
Yeah, this is our trim. We're doing black trim for the office. Make it look manly, like a boss. Okay, so we'll slap a new CVT belt on this puppy, and we'll have this thing back going pretty soon. So we'll take you on this journey. All right, so where they rode it and the belt broke, and I'd say they kept trying to ride it, all the rollers popped out. So what we're gonna wanna check is if there's any flat spots on the rollers. You do not want any flat spots on your rollers, or that's gonna give you a jerky takeoff. So when your belt blows or you have a problem trying to drive, don't keep ramming on it because they're doing more damage than needs to be done by doing that. Yeah, you just want to make sure all this stuff can move freely. This has a little bit of grab right there, so we might follow that edge. Actually, it feels all right. Okay, no flat spots is on there. So we can slide that all the way back on there. Wait, put our belt on. All right, so the easiest way to do this is actually forcing this open, but it's hard.
Might be the easiest way, but it ain't easy. I think last time you had to get like out here and just pull with all your body weight. Oh, or you just manhandle it. That's cool too.
Okay, that's actually easier than I thought.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Almost. There it is.
Okay, and all I did was pull it on this rear pulley and separate it, hand me that front bell. And then once you separate it, it'll fall down. Now this, you gotta make sure you're grabbing the teeth. Go ahead. Go ahead. Now, as we turn this, it's just gonna pop that pulley back out because it's gonna run the belt back out. So we can start this in a little bit and it'll kick that belt back to the top of that pulley. So now we just gotta clean all the belt trash. Look at that. They burnt that belt to death. And just dump it on the ground and put it all back on. Wait. Alrighty fellas, so that seemed to fix the go-kart. Well, I knew it would, but Lonnie says I'm too big to fit in the thing, so I don't even try to ride it. It's just pretty much a stock 150 with a little bit jetted up carb and an open air filter, like K&N style air filter. So you can't expect it to be that crazy mean, but Lonnie weighs 140, roughly 140 pounds, and it performs pretty well on him. It's still no hog, you know, when you're climbing a hill, but it will climb a hill. So hopefully the kids will be easier on it on hills, and later on we can do more performance upgrades, stuff to the CVT that'll help it last longer, and just like maybe a lower end cam to make it produce some power in the low end. So stay tuned for that. Let me know what you thought about the video today. Make sure to check out all those links, those sprockets, the belt, the original pulleys and stuff is all linked down in the video description. They do help us continue to do these videos, so they're much appreciated. But thank you guys so much for watching, and support your boy. And we love you, and God bless.